Hi, my name's Martin Lucas and I'm Sales Director at GreenMech. I'm here today to talk to you about our disc blade technology, a concept that came about when we started working with the hire businesses some years ago. Like most machines, we used straight blades at that time, and we found very quickly that they're intolerant to stones, nails and wire that inadvertently gets into the system. So come and have a look and I'll show you what we're talking about. Now, to make life easy, what we've done is taken the flywheel out of the machine. You can see on this unit we've got 4 blades and these are actually locked into position. With that, only a third of the blade is engaged, leaving the other 2 edges in reserve. So once you lose that edge, which is usually about 40 to 50 hours, you can rotate a third of the blade to get another nice sharp edge. Now, there's several benefits of this blade. Main one is the fact that it's curved, being disc, and that makes life a lot easier on the machine. Now, if you're like me and you remember a time when you can make a point on a stick to make a spear or an arrow to throw at somebody, what you did is actually slice the stick down rather than chopped it down. And that's exactly what the disc blade does. It slices rather than chops. So there's no shattering effect going through the bearings or the main shafts. It's quieter. It saves about 1.5 to 2 LWA on the machine, and it's a little bit more cost effective on fuel because it's an easier process. Now, occasionally you're going to find a bit of wire or a nail that's grown into the system, and with a disc blade what will happen is when that blade comes into contact with the nail and that's freed, it'll tend to go around the blade rather than into the blade. If you have a flat blade, it can only go one way, and that's into the blade and do damage. Quite often you might find that there's enough damage to have to throw that blade away, but with the thickness of this blade, you're going to have something really, really solid for it to be damaged to that extent. If you do happen to have a bit of wire that goes in, what we do is chamfer the damaged part out, and as long as that goes into the area where it's not in the direct line of the cutting position, it'll be fine, it'll keep working. So a blade like this, it's not uncommon to get 900 hours life out of. Now, the other benefit of this is also the fact that when we actually sharpen, we sharpen from this back face here, which means that when we actually engage back into put the machine back together, the actual cutting anvil area, the gap between the anvil and the flywheel is constant. It's not going to change. So it makes life a lot easier. So let's have a look at this flywheel in position in the machine. You can see here that we've got great access to the back of the blade, so we can get our torque wrench into position. And at the front, once we've removed the hatch, we've got good access to the bolt itself to support with an Allen key. Blade changing or rotation is only going to take you 20 minutes to half an hour at the very most. So it's not a major job at the end of the day and should be done quite easily. I hope you can see from this presentation that the disc blades are cost effective, they're tolerant to contaminants, and at the end of the day it means you're not constantly putting your hand in your pocket, so making life a lot easier and better for you. GreenMech are constantly looking at developing products, and I hope that this goes some way to convincing you that GreenMech is your right decision to go forward. Thank you.